Alright, so let me check one thing real quick because this is the first time I'm doing this like this. So I just recorded this offline because I didn't want to give anything away, but as you may or may not be aware, Trakanon did just spawn. He was just slain. Um, this is something I'm going to try to do instead of how I've normally been doing it. It won't be live, but people will still get to see the kills. This happened just a little while ago in Trakanon's lair, deep, deep within the pits of Sebilis. We had Trakanon spawn decently early in his window. It appears only one guild had a tracker in the zone. That guild mobilized, sent out the bat phone. Unfortunately, by the time the other guilds had learned of said mob, it was far too late. One Trakanon tracker actually logged in and said that this first guild was wiping, which kind of blew my mind because as the only other person in the lair, that dragon tracking alt was the only person in the area that had aggro. No one had aggroed anything else, so I don't know why he said they were wiping. Um, but yes, I also had sound. I originally thought I had sound, but apparently I didn't because as I'm watching this back with the volume turned all the way up, I hear nothing. Nothing at all. Let me see something. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So, quick question to the chat room just to make sure you guys can hear me because my setup is a little bit differently than it normally is. That is excellent. Excellent, excellent. Somebody Hagars me. I love being Hagar'd, Raiden. Absolutely love it. I do a lot of mumbling to myself. This is true. Let me see. Let me see. Can't deal with that right now. All right. So, yeah, this is how I'm probably going to do raid spawns from now on because I generally know before they're going to pop or right when they're popping because so many of your top guilds alphabetically will go Forceful Entry and Glorious Bastards and TMO, specifically those three. Your guild messages of the day are the single most helpful thing to me and the CSR people because you guys track mobs for us. You tell us what's in window. You tell us what to look for. So, A plus job, you guys. A plus job. Happened to be doing petitions when this guild here, TMO, shouted that Trakanon was up, and so I came over. And instead of putting blinders up and being like, hey guys, something's happening, but I can't really talk about it or show you anything, just sit there and know something's happening, ha ha ha. I decided not to do that anymore because that's not fun, that's not exciting. So, I recorded offline, you guys get to see the whole thing, and then I'll show it to you as soon as it's over. Gonna do the same thing with Red. Lots of people complain that when I stream on Red, because I'm giving away their locations. But if I stream that offline and play it later, I can still do some stuff for the Red server and not make people marked for certain death. If you're wondering why my view is not a closer view, it's because I need to have the lair, Tola, and the Poop Mountain all within view of my view so that I can see when people train each other and who trained and all those fun things. I don't think you could tell, but it looked like Newit ran into the lair to grab the initial aggro. Definitely pretty sure Newit got the first to engage message. And yeah, TMO's just working his dragon down now. This is what happens when other guilds snooze. If you want to beat TMO, you're going to have to get up pretty early in the morning. Probably 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Jokes, because early morning. So luckily there were no other guilds here, though. I guess it doesn't matter. But here's proof that you can keep the jugs and the ads in the lair and not have to train the mountain or the zone or the ledge or anything else. Just kite them in a big circle. Mm-mm-mm. So again, this video is not live. This is from about 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, very recently. I am going to start doing raids this way because, well, everybody prefers live, I know. I don't want to serve as a tracker for other guilds, and I don't want to deal with people being like, oh, Sirken streaming things and it's helping people that shouldn't. And so to avoid all that, we're going to do it this way. Okay, so for people talking about the login server at the moment, server got DOS'd twice about an hour ago, and we had Rogan working on it. And then the server was DDoS'd a third time just a few minutes ago. So Rogan knows it's happening. He's on the case. I don't think I'm allowed to say what the reason is, but we know what the data center needs to do, and they're just dragging their feet about doing it. Bum, 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 bum. But I would say until it gets worked out, just be careful. I mean, until there's like 90 minutes without a DDoS crash, be smart. Don't go places where you'll die if you crash. Don't pull giant poles if you can avoid it. Probably not the best time to be low HP kiting on a bard. Probably not the best time to be in the middle of a Chardock AE group. Probably not the best time to be kiting all the trash around Fear. Not the best time for any of those things. The answer is never Velius. I don't know why people think we're gonna ninja release Velius. Like, we have no intention of sneaking Velius in on anybody. Oh shit, I guess that's it. So for people that want to know, the loots were, I believe, the Undead Guts, Shadow Knight Breastplate, a Bard Breastplate, 3 Teeth, and 4 spells? I think it was 4 spells. I checked before the server came down. So, which actually is going to work out in your guys' favor should the zone crash or the mob disappear. Going all 3 factions and due to Velius due to their massive dicks. Shit, if you could go all 3 factions, I would go all 3 factions. The Velius faction thing's gonna make much more of a difference on the PvP server, though, to be perfectly honest. Boom, and that's the end of this. Am I still in game? Hell no, I'm not in game. Well, in that case, ladies and gents, we've come to the end of our brief little morning stream. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see, let's throw this up. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to play, www.project1999.com, best free EQ classic server in the history of the internet. And I can say that because live wasn't free when it was the best. But it is free. There's no station store. There's no pay-to-win model. There's no real money transactions allowed. We will absolutely ban your account forever if you get involved in that. We don't allow any kind of third-party cheating programs. We have ways to detect it. We don't allow two-boxing. We have ways to detect it. We see over 1,000 concurrent players every single night, and those are individual people because, like I said, there's no two-boxing. What else you need to know? Servers currently in Kunark. We have Velius on the way. We're very excited about Velius. But you should get started playing now. There's no better time. Don't wait for Velius. You'll be so sad if you're only level 1 when Velius comes out. Is that the things I plug? Oh, if you don't click the follow button, or if you haven't, you should do that now. It'll let you know. If you're watching this on Twitch, you should also check out my YouTube page at youtube.com/SirkenP99. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you should check out my Twitch page, twitch.tv/SirkenP99. On that note, I have to go get Rogan and tell him dumb things are happening again. So, like I said, we are aware of it. It happened a couple times about an hour ago. The data center is literally just slacking on something. And once they pick up their slack, it shouldn't be an issue. But I will send the bat phone message to Rogan again to let him know it happened again. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will talk to you wonderful pals later. See ya.